Hello everybody and welcome back to the Brawlhalla Community News. Well, I guess I should say welcome to the Brawlhalla Community News. The old one was the Brawlhalla Community, the Brawlhalla Weekly Update, but now we have evolved. We have the Brawlhalla Community News and we are back live. Thought my overlay was messed up for a second, but let's get right into it, shall we? Here we go. As soon as this wants to go. This week in Brawlhalla, we have a tournament recap for you from the past tournaments over the week. The Brawlhalla stream recap of the last two Brawlhalla streams, what went down in those. The patch 214 rundown of everything you might have missed in the patches. And an exclusive interview featuring BMG's very own Foda and Tybo. To bring a little bit of exclusiveness to this show. A little spice, if you will. And to finish it off, I'll also let you know what all the upcoming tournaments will be coming to you, so you can pay attention to the big competitive community that we have going on here. Let's get things started though by first letting you guys know, if you don't know already, we have a MetaDev Orion skin code going on giveaway right now. I'll be giving it away at the end of the screen, at the end of the stream. If you'd like to participate, type hashtag BCN in order to enter. Anyway, let's cover the first of the tournaments. That was Physics 1v1 Strikeout, and Doberine ended up taking up first, with LDZ taking second and Pugsy taking third. I believe this was the first, at least one of the first of its kind, at least in strikeout tournaments. As far as strikeout tournaments go, I hope to see more in the future because it's a very interesting format. It allows all the players to pick a variety of characters. The next one, though, is the Gravy Cancel 1v1 that took place last Saturday. I believe that was the EU tournament. I might be wrong. But we had Doberine, Zaloxry, and Maltager taking the top three spots. Doberine taking down Zloxry in an exciting finale. So congratulations, Doberine, on a second win. Going on to the third tournament, we have the other Gravy Cancel, the NA Gravy Cancel tournament, which was taken by LDZ in a big fight against Stevenator in a best of 5, and with Remy coming down to take the third spot. Congratulations to you guys as well. And last but not least, we're going to cover the Brawl League Masters 1v1 Week 1. And Stevenator ended up taking that one down, taking first place. Boomy taking second place, and Chugum taking third place. Congratulations to all of you guys on your fantastic turnout in the tournaments. And I hope to see you guys continue playing in the future. And well, hope to see your name up here as well. Anyway, moving on, we have the BMG stream recap. Let's go back to Tuesday real quick, as we had Redolus and Dinohedron covering the new character as well as the new weapon that came out, which was the Gauntlets. The Gauntlets they seem to be a very aggressive weapon. There's a very close range weapon, very akin to Katars, that have a lot of grabbing moves, a lot of fast attacks. Something that a lot of aggressive players may like to look forward to using. As you can see right here, a lot of very mobile attacks that keep your character into the fray. But moving on to the next Thursday stream, run by Raiden and Dolce, nothing new necessarily was shown off on the stream, but there was something sort of new actually shown off, I suppose, which was the new game type, Dodge Bomb, that you can see right here. It was a big 8-player Dodge Bomb game, which is, the name describes the mode very well with what you do, and that is essentially just dodge bombs and throw them. In a similar way with how Bombsketball works, but without scoring and more dodging and bombing and things along those lines. Anyway, moving on to the next portion of the stream. For everyone interested, we have the patch 214 breakdown for everything in the most recent patch. There was a lot added to the game, a lot of changes made, and not so much on the balance side, but a lot on the quality of life side. So let's take a look at that real quick. Here you can see it on the Reddit. Rated posted it here, right on the Reddit. A few things were released: the Party KO effect, Shadow Stalker Diana, and Supreme Ruler Vrax. The salute taunt, however, was removed from the store. So sorry everyone who wasn't able to get it. Better luck next time, but once it does, be sure to get on top of that. The new game mode that we just saw that was revealed on the stream, that was played with a lot of the people in the chat during the Thursday Brawlhalla stream, was Dodge Bomb. So there's a brand new thing for custom lobbies. Now for tournaments though, something that's been sought after for quite a while is map striking. Now if you're not familiar with map striking is a competitive way to ban out certain maps and allow for players to pick their maps based on their preferences or what might be good for their character or so on and so forth. But right here you can see immediately that there were a lot of different things, a lot of different ways that Blue Mammoth Games added the functionality for players to do this stage striking. There's turn striking, where each player alternates. Snake striking, where it goes back and forth, where player 1 bans a map, then player 2 bans the next 2, and it goes on and on until there's only one map left. There's open striking, where the players can determine their own method, and spectators can watch this process as well, which is very neat, and I think it adds a very interesting portion to all of this new competitive stuff coming out. There were also a few gameplay changes. One gameplay change here that decreased the window of the ledge cancel with a heavy attack by 50% in order to decrease the frequency which accidental ledge cancels occur. And I know personally it happens to me all the time. It's probably like half the reasons why I get hit half the time, because especially on Great Hall. So at least for me, it's a very welcome change, and I'm glad to see that something like this is getting put in. But for the rest of it, there's a few art animation changes, some controller supports added in, but then there was also a small balance patch. Unarmed down air has been changed a little bit. The lance changes came through with the neutral light, the down light, the neutral air, and the down air to make some of the moves for the lance a little bit more viable, so that players don't feel locked into using the same attack over and over again. Blasters, down air, and side light received some small changes. Spear was changed just a tad so that neutral air and down light were just a little less good than they were. Axe had some side air and recovery changes so that they weren't as punishing as they were in the previous patch, as well as Nash, Roland, Sentinel, Taros, and Orion getting some small changes as well. I know the Nash change was one that a lot of Nash players, especially Milo, were very outspoken about from the last patch, so I'm sure this is a very welcome change. The rest of the changes were drop fixes, and if anyone isn't already aware, it also listed this week's legend rotations, which are Ada, Jahala, Lucian, Orion, Taros, and Ulgrim. Alright, but that'll do it for the patch 214 breakdown, and I know now this is probably what everyone else has been waiting for, so let's get right into it. It's the special interview featuring BMG's very own Foda and Tybo, and if you are interested in following them anywhere, you can follow them right over here at their Twitch TVs or their Twitters. But Foda, Tybo, how are you guys doing today?
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, you know what? Oh, not much. Just forgetting to throw you guys right on here. Got you guys right on the screen now. How was your days today?
Man, it was actually a very productive and eventful and awesome day.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, you had a good day, Tybo?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
get fun programming things.
Yeah.
He actually gets to develop the game.
Well, that's pretty interesting. So if Tybo gets to help develop the game, what do you help do with at Blue Mammoth?
Talk to people.
I just talk, yeah, I just have meetings and figure things out. Well, today, right? Today I built this awesome, tiny this little bitty box for the computers at Combo Breaker. It weighs 2 pounds, and it runs Brawlhalla perfectly, and it doesn't cost much, and it's amazing. And I locked down a lot of excellent details about which I cannot speak yet, but perhaps later during your stream we'll talk about it.
Well, I'm excited. But before we go on any further, let's delve into the history of you guys. How did each of you get started in Brawlhalla? That's probably something that a lot of people are kind of curious about.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you started before I did.
Alright, so I started playing Brawlhalla March 2015. Just a friend, Facebook friend, was like, hey, I know you like Smash Bros. Here's a beta code for this game. I started playing with him, and I was just way better than him instantly. Yeah, so he stopped playing that day, and I'm still so that's pretty funny. But
So it was kind of foretold that you were among the chosen few to be one of the greats.
I guess. Well, how I always get good at games is I just find a gimmick and I carry it to the top, and then I learn from the players at the top. So so at the time there was, I think guns were super broken. Gun Cider was super OP, so I just played Ada, and I got rank. I don't know. I got rank 1 eventually, but I think I got ranked 4. There was only 4 diamond players at the time, and I was the 4th person to ever get diamond in the game, and I got it with Gunsighter pretty much. So that was fun.
I remember those times. I'm slightly triggered, but I won't go into that.
And then they nerfed it to hell. They killed it totally pretty much. So I had to pick up a new gimmick because I still wasn't that good at the game yet. So I started playing Hattori, and there's a Hattori montage out there that I've done. That's how I got rank 1, was Hattori, just spamming downlight on sword.
Back when I had that 2-hit swing, I remember that. That was a brutal time.
Yeah, it was. You could just use that move totally and probably win games. But yeah, then I was a top player with Hattori for a long time, and I started winning tournaments with her. Mm-hmm. And then she got nerfed to shit, and by that time I was actually a good player because I've been playing with good players off my gimmicks, and I actually learned how to play the game. So at that time it didn't really matter what got nerfed. I could stay at the top. Then I picked up, I think from there I went to Sentinel, and that was probably when I won the most money in Brawlhalla off Sentinel, off his Qatar neutral.
I remember that game too.
On the laptop. Oh my god.
1 second.
Uh-oh.
That's plugging power.
I thought you plugged it in.
I guess we have some technical difficulties.
But anyways, yeah, I won a lot of money off Sentinel, Qatar neutral sig. And then I started making a group called Tech, which was it was me, Exo, Dilly Bars, Modern Shoe, Breaks. I think Pots and Pans was in it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, he said he wasn't, but I remember he was. So I think he's just lying. So yeah, it was us 5 or 6. We previously were basically all in Joe, and Joe was the only good clan at the time. So I wanted some competition, so I kind of broke off of that and made Tech, and me and Exo were sparring partners for a while now. So I got Exo, and because me and Exo were the best people in the game, it was easy to get other people along with us.
Sora, man.
Oh yeah, young Sora. He was always forgotten. But anyways, where was I? Yeah, we made Tech. It was the best clan for a while. We started beating up on Joe and whoever else there was, Kappa or something. It wasn't that much competition at the time. And then everyone in Tech just randomly just jumped off ship. They either quit the game or or they did something. I don't quite remember. And
Lemons?
and what?
Is that or something becoming lemons?
Maybe, I don't know. But but after that, I think that was when Lemons started, right?
Yeah.
Right, Foda?
Lemons.
Yeah.
Yeah, lemons, man.
That was actually when I met Foda, because he started getting into the scene at the time, and he was just instantly like the best player. So everyone's just like, what the hell, you know? And I wanted to be in a super team, and so did Foda. So it was only me and EXO left in tech, and there was Foda and Shadow Lords, who were, you know, really good players. So I was just like, hey, let's make a super team. We made Lemons top 4. We also got Maga Bob somewhere during that. I don't know.
Maga Bob, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was somewhere in there. Sorry, I don't quite remember Maga Bob. But
Yeah, I was just sparring with Shadow Lords, right? And then on my first weekend, or like halfway through my second week, we did the Sweet and Salty tournament. Raven did the Sweet and Salty tournament. And I was like co-casting it and stuff, and I won that tournament. Everyone was like, who's this guy? And Raiden made that post. He was like,
oh man,
who Foda is, you should be afraid.
I remember that. That was so long ago. This is such a blast of the past.
so you also got good off a gimmick, right? With
Well,
Queen
the
9.
Queen 9, I guess,
Yeah,
is the gimmick.
she's
I
just a gimmick.
actually just picked the coolest person in the character.
Queen 9 King's
I
Pass
was
is
like,
how he became the best player in the world.
So then you guys have these long, like far-reaching back histories with the game, and you guys have participated in multiple tournaments, hosted them, or helped the community grow in some way. At some point, everyone was looking at you guys at either point as one of the best players, literally the top ranked player in the entire game. So you guys have definitely come a long way, but you've come even farther now that Blue Mammoth Games contacted you, and now that you're a part of the team, how did that come about?
Oh yeah, man, we ascended to Blue Mammoth Games. Well, Tybo, I think, had been talking with Tiberius for a long time about how he could help, and he wanted to get into programming, and he started just like training like super hard. I mean, I guess you were programming a long time before,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you started like hardcore. 'Cause I remember you sent me links and stuff on like this website where you get like ranked with other people, and there's like leaderboards on like solving code problems and stuff like that. Do you remember a Reddit post a long time ago that Raiden made that was like, we're hiring, like send us your resume. I had replied on that post, I just HMMMMMM, and like the next day Tiberius contacts me like, hey, you want to talk about something? And I was like, yeah, let's talk. I'm totally in. And so we tried to figure out how we can do it. You know, it didn't start as esports director. It was like special projects manager. And at first, it was just like C++ programmer for the port to PS4, and then it turned into like not community manager, special projects manager. And they're just like, whatever, like it doesn't matter. They flew me down there to like meet everybody and just see how it went, and we talked about what I could do and stuff like that. And esports director just kind of came up like kind of towards the end of the whole thing, like within, you know, that was back in January, late January, early February.
That was about when you did that like sneak peek on the stream, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. When I came up on the dev stream, I was actually there to interview with them. That's what that was. And Tybo through this whole time had been talking with BMG, with Tiberius about joining, and they were basically with Tybo. They were like, "Yeah, you could definitely come intern with us, but how you gonna get here?" You know?
Yeah.
And then when they hired me, I was like, "You let's go, dude!" Like it turned out it was just coincidence. After we made lemons and stuff, we learned that we lived an hour away from each other up in Michigan. It was just a huge coincidence. So we met up and hung out. We did, if you remember, Friendly Fire Tournament number 4. I was competing with Magma Bob, Tybo was competing with EXO, but we were in the same room. We were in my computer room at my house in Michigan, and we actually fought in the grand finals, right? And you fuckers took it from us.
Yeah.
We were up on the winners finals 2-0, and they brought it back 5 wins in a row to take it from us. And it was like, but it was super hype. Like, if I'm gonna lose to anybody, I'll lose to Tybo and EXO. That's okay. We were all a team. You were Lemons 1 and we were Lemons A, I think.
Yeah, there was no 2 or B. Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, those are exciting times. But now we're here, and I think I know Foda, you did an AMA last week, I believe.
Yeah.
But just to kind of flesh it out a little bit, what do you guys do at Brawlhalla or at Blue Mammoth Games? What do you do for Brawlhalla?
Well, I'm an intern programmer, and yeah, right now I'm just kind of like familiarizing myself with the code. And I'm kind of like dabbling in everything.
Oh, dude, talk about what you've been making. Because he's invited me over there to test some of the stuff he's been making, and I think it's okay for you to talk about it. You should.
So
it's cool stuff. It's like
it's pretty much just for learning purposes, I think. But I've been making a bunch of level mechanics, like bouncing platforms, ice platforms, making conveyor belts, and just a bunch of cool stuff for free
bouncing
crawls.
platforms are so legit, dude. If you frame perfect jump,
Oh yeah,
well,
you
as
super
soon
jump.
as if you frame perfect right as you touch the platform, you fucking rocket like way up, like you would die if you could on the scene. It's so cool.
Advanced tech.
Oh, I want to see that in an FFA map.
Oh, that sounds exciting. I can't wait to see some of that stuff come
It's a
in.
lot of fun.
Yeah,
All right.
cool. The ice, and you're working on spikes now too, right? That was one of the things.
I got spikes, bouncing, ice, maybe
Lava?
doing
You
lava,
gonna do lava?
maybe doing other stuff.
That's cool.
All right, that's some pretty neat stuff.
No, right? He gets to do all kinds of fun stuff.
He gets to do all the fun stuff, and what do you get to do, Foda? Other than just talking to people?
I get to meet with people all day long, basically. So one of the things I do, right? Like I'll come in the morning and I'll clear out the support queue. I'm the guy that responds to you when you email support@brawlhalla.com now, and I've been organizing things, like I've been working with a lot of tournament organizers, and I'm working out different ways that we can support the tournament organizers. I'm working on the details for Worlds, the format for Worlds. We got a big tournament series that's going to be coming up that's going to lead up to Worlds, and I've been working out the details for that. And I got a budget approved for it recently, and it is an insane budget. I can't say what the number is, but it's freaking huge.
I'm sure a lot of people.
It's a good time to be good at Brawlhalla.
I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't want to know it. I would have to walk out of the room if I heard it, I'm sure.
I love you, Vilo. Vilo's awesome.
All right, so before we move on to this next question, I do want to let everyone in the chat know who is curious. If they want to ask a question to Tybo and Foda later on, I will be open to the floor for a couple questions later on. So please start typing stuff out that you would want to know. But before we get to that, I got to ask you guys, the two of you, with you guys working here and there in Brawlhalla, doing, Tybo on programming things, and Foda with everything esports. Esports. What can we expect in the near future from you guys with Brawlhalla?
Well, I'm just an intern programmer, so I don't know what you guys can actually expect that I produce to go directly into the game. I'm hoping in the future I can do really cool stuff, and I'm just hoping to bring a lot of fun to level mechanics at the moment. But what you can actually expect from me is just eventually I'll be a badass programmer, hopefully.
Yeah, man, he'll totally be making like game modes and all kinds of cool stuff eventually.
What about any balance suggestions? I know with both of you being really high tier players, I know that they might look to you in term when they are curious about the state of how balanced something might be. And I know the overall state of Brawlhalla is about one of the most balanced games out there. I mean, I don't think I could play a game and just feel comfortable on playing pretty much anybody. But it works that way. But in terms of like very minute changes, how do you think you guys, or what are some of the things even that you might have contributed to the balance side of things?
Well, it's a really big team effort for balance. We talk about it for a long time, but for specific things that we have a say in, I don't know. I guess we might have a little more say in like.
Well, that one change, right? The ledge cancel thing. That was
That was
like
us.
Chill Penguin had did that, right? He mocked it up, and he was like, "Hey guys, can you come ledge cancel for me? Like, see if it's still possible with this change." And like,
People in the office can't ledge cancel.
nobody can ledge cancel. So yeah, so they asked us our opinion on things as recent players and as top players. And we get to mess around with new mechanics and stuff like that. Tybo probably has like over 200 games on Golem already. He's
I am best golem in the world.
Absolutely the best golem in the world.
Actually, the best golem.
Oh, we're seeing the questions come in. These questions are not going to help to come in right now. You're going to have to repeat all of them later because I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll pick a couple out and ask you guys. So no worries there. Actually, we can just move into that right now if you guys would like.
Okay, bring it on.
All right, so let's go back. What Milo asks, what are your thoughts on the stances?
Stances. Okay, I love stances. I think they could be a really cool thing in the game and in ranked mode. Problem is, they can't go in the way they are right now. Because the competitive community, as soon as they were a thing, the competitive community totally shunned them. And we're basically just like, this can never go in ranked. Because of that, the way they've been balancing signatures and stuff like that, and weapons in general, have not been relative to stats. So they do make some difference, like especially the speed stat. That one doesn't. That's like pretty much a pure stat that gets changed with stances. They don't affect like enough, and they would have to go back and rebalance like everything. So as much as I like them, I think you can pretty much count them out. I mean, who knows? If the competitive community was like, fuck, we want stats. Like, we need stances right now. Like, they would probably go back and start working on it. But it's pretty much like a consensus that it's not wanted in ranked, so it probably won't make it in there unless there's a huge shift in opinion.
I'm pretty for them, just because I've always wanted to play certain legends, and they've never had the stat spread I wanted.
Yeah, like,
and
that'd be cool.
And yeah, I don't think we're ever looking to like make the same weapons for a legend. Like, I love guitars and spear, right? My favorite weapons probably. But I hate Queen Nine. Like, I hate it. Stats, they're so.
No.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
Boring thing
How
ever.
could you say that?
I've always wanted to play Queen Nine with like 5 move speed. That'd be so fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Let's take another question here. Just a smaller one that doesn't really. I don't know if this has anything to do with Brawlhalla, but who would win in an arm wrestling match between the two of you?
Oh man, I don't know. Do you want to go?
Right on the microphone.
Just do this.
Oh man, we have an MLG money match fight night going down.
Let's make your fingers up. Alright, let's go. Oh, yeah. Alright, ready? Set.
Oh, here we go.
Bring your arm up. Alright, ready? 2, 1, go.
Oh, here it goes. It's even. It's even right now. They're stuck in the middle. It looks like Foda's trying to get an edge, but neither one is budging. They're using neutral sigs right now. We have a money match. It is going down right now. This is a Brawlhalla wrestle match of the ages. Oh, Things are getting crazy. Oh, it's going back and forth. Oh, man.
Damn, that was actually super tiring. Let's resituate here.
All right, what do we? All right,
It's
it's
not the answer you guys wanted, but it's a draw, dude. I was pretty much just
9-9.
so it's hard for me to tell, especially from this angle, who won.
it was a draw, man.
It was a draw. Well, I guess we're split then. There's your answer, is that they are both equally as powerful when it comes to arm wrestling.
Three force.
They both have 3 force. Anyways, let's move on to the last community question here. Let's see if we can find one more.
Vlad the Impaler, yes, I can say for sure that's coming.
Well, there we go. To the answer of, do we think that seeing Lance Qatar in the future?
It's like such an awesome. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like super, super unfinished. It's not like, but I love it. It has the neutral sig in there for Qatar. That's my favorite move in the game, even though we won't see it for a long time.
All right.
Confirm something. You're in trouble.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
I mean, probably, maybe.
Probably, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, TM soon.
All right, but I think that should just about do it for the interview now. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, any closing statements, anything like that, let us know. Now's your time.
Oh, man, I am tired.
Oh, someone asked how old we are. I'm 21.
27.
And I didn't see any other questions. I'm sure there's some, but
Magmabot combo breaker face reveal. Magmabot will be a combo breaker, and we will be chilling.
Yeah, if you guys, so is there anything you want to talk about or anything
Yes,
before you go?
yes. So, one of the things I did today was lock down a lot of details about something that I can only vaguely tell you about.
Ooh.
Right, but I will tell you some things. LDZ, yeah, yeah.
probably maybe.
So basically, what's going down here, and I'm gonna reveal just enough of it to get you super excited. BMG is going to sanction BCS, the Brawlhalla Championship Series, and we're going to be working together. They're going to be sanctioned as an official BMG tournament, right? And I have a nice budget for it, and people will be winning lots and lots of money, and it's going to be super, super hype, and it's going to do things that lead to worlds, not necessarily qualifying, that's all up in the air. Tune in to the dev stream on Tuesday, where I or somebody will be there to reveal all the very specific details. It's gonna be super, super hype. Super hype. Like, it's so exciting. Basically, because Brawlhalla has such good net play. Oh my god.
It's brother of Compton.
So much trash talk in the chat right now.
There's Duke. What's up, Duke? Duke's the man. He's gonna be doing a lot. You're gonna be so busy, Duke. I got a schedule for you that you're not gonna like. Everybody else will love it. So yeah, very hype. BCS, BMG working together. Super epic hype. We're gonna be supporting other organizations as well in different ways that I cannot reveal. And what else? There's one more thing I could say about Worlds, but I'm forgetting what it was.
I can confirm that bouncing platforms are really fun.
Well, here you have it. Bouncing platforms are really fun.
Just fun.
They're awesome.
I mean, I'm hyped. I'm telling you, I want to see all of that stuff, and I can't wait to see all the stuff coming in that you guys are putting into the game, putting into the scene, putting into the community. I'm pure hyped. I hope everyone else is, and
Get hyped. Oh my god, get hyped.
thank you.
Tune into the dev stream Tuesday.
You gotta drop
Yeah.
some CCs.
Oh man, okay. Yeah, check this out. Get your Steam stuff ready. Get your Steam activation.
Oh God.
I'm about to take a raid.
He's about to put my giveaway to shame. Which, by the way, I'm gonna sell out again. if you haven't already, type hashtag BCN into the chat if you want a chance at a MetaDev code. He's about to do some crazier stuff, but that's on him.
MetaDev is hype. No amount of CCs can outweigh a MetaDev.
Anyway,
There's one.
Anyway, thank you guys for coming on, sharing about yourselves, what you guys do at Blue Mammoth, and what we can expect to see in the future, and all that really cool stuff. I can't wait to see it all come to fruition in the coming months.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us. Very awesome show. I hope you do this all the time. What is this? Is this going to be a weekly thing?
Well, it's definitely not going to be an annual thing like the previous one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, get on a fixed schedule so we can like hype you up and stuff and
Yeah.
shout outs and everything.
I've got weekly plans for this so far, so we're all good on that front. But thank you guys again for coming on, and hope to have you on again in the future.
Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to that.
See ya.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, but that will do it for the interview. And again, if you guys would like to, you can follow both Tybo and Foda at their Twitch channels and their Twitters, I guess. I don't really think there's a word for that. Twitters right here, so be sure to do that. But moving on to the next portion is the featured streamer of the day. And that is going to be, a little biased, my boy Sparky878 here. So be sure to follow him up in the chat. I'm going to throw down a link, and you can follow him. He is a great streamer. He streams all the time. Not always streams Brawlhalla, but that is the game he does the most. And he's also one of the main casters for the Brawlhalla competitive series. So be sure to get on that. Moving on to the next and last part, though, we have the giveaway. Or, well, after this part, I think. We have the upcoming tournaments, actually. I'm just kidding. We have the upcoming tournaments. The next ones coming up in the next couple weeks are going to be the Brawlhalla Saturday 1v1 tournament tomorrow, the Gravy Cancel EU tomorrow, and we might be able to see a Dobreen take that back, or we might see someone else take the first spot. We have Fiji's See Who's Best 1v1, and we also have the SEA Seafood Saturday tournament. So we have 4 tournaments on the same day tomorrow. So be sure to pay attention to everything going on during that. We also have the Gravy Cancel NA on Sunday, and the Combo Breaker LAN 1v1 next weekend, through the whole weekend, 27th through the 29th. And I will be there, and Foda will be there, and a lot of other people will be there. So get hyped for the Combo Breaker. It's going to be a huge LAN tournament with a, huge payout. And all of you should be on that, watching it when the time comes. As a part of that, actually, I'll be interviewing Tubaware for next week's Brawlhalla Community News, so he can give you the breakdown on everything related to the Combo Breaker tournament. So stay tuned for that. But moving on to the last bit, here we have the Orion MetaDev skin giveaway. So for everyone who has typed in to the chat the hashtag BCN, we're going to run the giveaway right now. So here we go. We're going to roll that right now and see who gets it. And that's going to go to Nady Nathan. I'm going to assume he wants this, but we're going to wait in the for him to say something first. Surprised more people didn't enter that, actually. Do you want to re-roll or do you want it? Gonna wait just a little bit. Remember, I do run this throughout the entire show from start to finish. Re-roll? All right, we're going to re-roll again, so make sure you got it in. I'll count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-rolling right now. And it goes to a Leaf 98. Leaf 98. Do you want this code? He's not even following, which, dang, that hurts. Yes? You want it? All right. I'll send you a message after the show, and I'll send you this hot MetaDev code. Just tuned in. Alright, well, that is going to do it today then. Thank you for coming out to the Brawlhalla Community News very first revival news show today, to listen to everything that Foda and Tybo got to talk about, to go through all the recaps for the week. Be sure to tune in next week for the interview with Tubaware about everything related to Combo Breaker, and to get your recap for everything for the week, Brawlhalla. My name is You Got Froned, and I'll see you in a week.